Today, we're going to talk about a new data type, a new structure called dictionary. We're going to look at the basis of dictionary, how to modify a dictionary, some methods on a dictionary, and if there's time, we're going to do the code challenge, which is a word frequency counter. And so let's actually take a look at what a dictionary means in Python. And so we're going to look at this thing called a dictionary or dictionaries. What does it say that when I draw a D, it thinks I'm drawing a circle? Dictionaries. So the basics of dictionaries. This is a data type, right? And I want to show you some interesting data. This is called the World Happiness Report. It's a ranking of countries based on the happiness of the people living in it. And I want to look specifically, let's go to the 2019 report. And apparently the place to live right now is Finland. They're the happiest people on the planet, with Denmark and Norway. So, I mean, that must be some interesting countries. USA is actually number 19. There's a whole lot of other countries in here. Let's see. Russia at 68, Hong Kong 76, China 93, and then India. What was India? India was in here somewhere. We'll find it in a minute, but there's India in here somewhere. Oh, India's at 140, and there's a whole lot of countries in here. So, happiness index. Now, let's take a country. Let's actually look at a couple of these countries. I want to look at 3 of those countries. I'm going to pick. Sorry, I'm not sure why that needs to go away. Okay, so let's look at some data. I want to kind of just create a little table here of country and their rank. And I want Finland, which is rank 1. And then USA, which is rank 19. And let's pick China, which was currently 93, or 2019 anyway. And we know how to represent that kind of data in a 2-dimensional list if we wanted to, but I want to do something interesting with this, right? So think about it as a table with these 3 countries. And you can think, well, you could store this as a 2-dimensional list. You have a string, you have an integer. These are all strings. But I want to be able to access this in a special way. I want to be able to write, and let's just call this thing D. Let's call this data D. I want to be able to write USA, and I want that to give me the value of its rank 19. I want it to give that back. So if I say, what is the rank of USA? I want it to tell me. And it looks like we're trying to access it like an array, but remember, arrays, index for arrays are integers like 0, 1, and 2. But here I'm giving a string for the country as an index. So USA is not really an index. And I'm expecting to get the value associated with that country. And in programming, we have a structure that can store a mapping between 2 different things. And it uses the concept of a key and a value. We call them key value pairs. And what this actually does is it takes a group of keys. So we take a group of keys like Finland, USA, China, and we map them directly to values. So 1, 19, 93, and they're mapped. So we map keys to specific values. And so we have keys, we have values, and they all get mapped together. And in programming, when you have a mapping between keys and values, you can store it in a data structure called a dictionary. At least that's what it's called in Python. It's called a dictionary. In other programming languages, it's actually called a map. So about half the programming languages I've used called a map, the other half called a dictionary. In Python, it's a dictionary. Why is it called a dictionary? Well, imagine you have a dictionary. You have a bunch of words, and every word has a meaning. So I have a word, I want to know its meaning. And you think of the word as a key, and you can think of its meaning as some kind of value. So what does it look like in Python to create a dictionary? We're using a new kind of syntax. So let's just call this HRank for happiness rank. And I want to create this, and I'm going to use what's called a curly brace. For those of you who know Java, know what a curly brace is, but in Python, the curly brace says this is a dictionary. And then we put a key, in our case, Finland, and then a colon and a 1. So Finland with rank 1. Finland is the key, the value is 1. USA, rank 19. China, rank 93. And so that's the way it's structured in Python. And if we go to idle and we just type in that HRank, so Finland, colon 1, USA, colon 19, and China, colon 93. And then we print it out, they're all kind of mapped together. And if we do HRank, and now we pass in USA, like I did in my original example, we get 19. So there's that DUSA thing, but now I'm calling it HRank. And if I do HRank of Finland, I get 1. Now, what if I do HRank of something that doesn't exist in my map or my dictionary? I don't have India listed. We get a key error, and it says India. And basically what it's saying is that India is not in there. I cannot give you a value for it. And we'll explore that a little bit later.